Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to Sailor's Realm. So today we brought you a topic which you all might be wondering because on 27th of April you have your written exam of Synergy. So you might be anxious. So today our video is gonna be about your Synergy exam, how you should be preparing, how much anxious you should be. So first of all, I'd like to talk on the anxious part. First, you should be anxious because if you are not anxious, if you are not worried that on 27th of April your exam is there, you might not do very well preparation for that. But you should not take that much of pressure on yourself so that you might forget everything you have studied till now. So coming to the next part, you might be wondering that how much preparation should be there for Synergy exam. We'll talk to that little bit later. Previous year our cutoff was 58.98 percentile. So there were two merit lists previous year, right? First, the Synergy has selected all the boys who have gotten above 63 percentile. So if you are preparing for your Synergy exam, it is good for you to be a safer side. It is good for you to get at least 4 to 5% more than the cutoff percentile. And cutoff percentile, it totally depends on how much competition you have for the exam. And 1 year back and our year, I don't know how much boys were preparing, but I think definitely after this Merchant Navy has, at least in 1 year, a lot of boys and girls have been aware about Merchant Navy. So your competition might be a little bit higher than what ours was. So what if you clear your Synergy exam? Then what happens? Then you have your interview part. So you might all be wondering that if we clear your exam, then what about interview? What if we do not get selected of that? In my case, I'll not be wondering about interview part. Yeah, I'll be, but only a little bit. Why? Because Synergy, it's divided into three parts. Like medical, it's a different thing. Exam and interview. So exam, it's hard in comparison of Anglo, in comparison of any other company. But so that's why if they come into interview part, this interview part, it's totally depend on your personality. They'll check how you are, how you have been brought by how your upbringing have been by your family. So if you are preparing for Synergy, along with the preparation of Synergy exam, you don't need to prepare for that much for interview, but work upon yourself so that while the exam or while the interview comes after your Synergy exam, then you will not be worried. You will not be searching in the YouTube. You will not be going through this or that courses just to go through interview level. Okay.
Hello cadets, I am Cadet Lakshay Gehlot. Till now Lokendra has told you about your personal part, how you should prepare and how your confidence should be, what is the level of exam and all those things. I'll talk about basically the parts of the exam. As we know that there are basically 5 parts of the exam: physics, chemistry, maths, English and aptitude. So for my guidance and what I did and what other cadets who are studying with me now in DNS, what they did, we basically focused on aptitude and English part more. Because as you know, aptitude and English questions takes very less time in comparison to the longer physics questions as well as maths questions. So we started the paper from the back side, as we first did English, then we did maths, and after that, if we had time, the cadets had time, then they attempted questions of physics, chemistry and in the last maths. And that attention of the question was also in a way such that if there are theory questions which can be answered by just reading the question, then cadets just read the question, they knew that yes, this is a theory question, you can directly answer it, then they take the answer. Not so much of theory questions were there in physics and chemistry, but some were there that could make a very big difference if you know them, you know the theory, you know the answer of those questions from physics and chemistry. But physics, English and aptitude will be very important for your clearing of the exam, for going to the next step of interview. So you should first attempt English and afterwards you should attempt aptitude. And in aptitude, I'll tell you basically important questions, and for brief preparation of the exam, we'll afterwards make a video, so stay with the channel. About aptitude, you should majorly do percentage questions, average, profit loss and speed distance calculations, as well as permutation combination, data interpretation is not important, quantitative aptitude, clocks, and simple questions of family relations. These were the important parts that you should first attempt. And about the level of the exam, aptitude and English, for us we believe, and for you also, it was not that hard as other parts of the exam. Maths is hard, physics is hard, and chemistry is hard in comparison to the other exams of our field, other companies as well. For Lokender and me, we had very good percentages in this exam of Synergy. My percentage was 74, and Lokender was also somewhere around 74 and 73 also. So due to this, we got into Synergy. And in interview level, as he already told you, that it is not very hard. They'll just ask you about your personality, what you know about ships, and general questions, not so much deep into maths or physics and all those questions as other companies ask. So the main part is your exam, and you have to clear it. And talking about the parts of Synergy after clearing the interview, and when you are selected, you did your medical. Synergy sends basically in 3-4 colleges such as IMU campuses, HIMT College, Tolani Maritime Institute. This time these 4 colleges were there, in which Synergy has sent their cadets, not TS Rahman, not IMI, not AMET. And about stipend and all, I believe Synergy gives a very good stipend, which compared to other companies in the DNS field. I can't disclose the exact amount that is being given to the cadets on board, but it is somewhere around $500 to $600. And about joining time and about waiting period in Synergy is very less compared to other companies in this field which are giving DNS sponsorships. The less waiting period for top 20, top 30 cadets is very less. I'll say just 1 month, 2 months, this much. And for the cadets who are coming at a rank of the selected cadets after the exams of DNS, I'm saying not the interview and the Synergy written exam, they are also getting their vessels in 3-4 months on.
Now, if probably most of the candidates who have many choices, like you have many different forms, right? So you might be wondering, why should we fill the form of Synergy? So if you might be thinking that way, you should not even think about it. Why? Because it's I think 2,400, right, the exam, that fees of exam. But let me tell you, even without completing our DNS, we already got at least a t-shirt branded with Synergy that is approx about 1,800 to 2,000. I'm not saying that you should fill it just to get t-shirt, but I'm just telling you that investment which you have done to yourself, which you will do to yourself for the lakhs of money that you will get in Merchant Navy. But before that only, and especially I want to talk about the caring part. I can tell it for sure that you will not even believe that in our first semester only, to whom we already met. We already met with the CEO of this company, Synergy. We already met with the bosses of those who will be in charging of us to send us on board. That management things. We already met with them. We already met with Captain Rajesh Unni also. And the vision that he has and the level of care he has shown to the deck cadets, will be deck cadets, right? To the cadets that will be in the Synergy company. I think that is very high, and it's not that much high in other companies. So if you want to invest to yourself and if you want to invest to the companies for the better future, you should go with it and you should follow everything that you can. This is Lokender and Lakshya signing off. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share this channel if you find it informative. And we'll also give the Telegram link in the bio. Please go through that also, because we'll be providing all the materials in that also. Okay, thank you.